Hello, welcome to the first ever 360 VR tour of the new facilities here at Ashton Gate Stadium. If you've got an iPhone, you can now get up and move around and see what we can see in 360 degrees. If you've got a VR headset, you can whack that on right now. But scroll to the left, you'll be able to see the Physio stand. Scroll to the right, you'll be able to see the South stand. Around and around, of course, the Dolman stand behind us. But this is the tunnel entrance where the players will come out a little bit later on. Of course, away to the left we have the away dugout and the home dugout here, and of course the grandstand behind us, and directly up there is where the directors will sit and watch the game a little bit later on. You can see at the moment that the ground staff are taking the covers off. The heat lamps there for the Deso pitch still in place. They'll be moved off a little bit later on, and all the activity here with kit coming in, this is the place to be. All the action ready to go a little bit later on. So do get up, move around, get your VR headsets on and have a scroll around and enjoy the first ever 360-degree VR tour, and let's head inside now and see what we can see. Okay, so here we are just underneath the Lansdown stand here, the rake seating above us, and this is the tunnel where the players go out onto the pitch, also where the away team come out of their dressing room. The view, if you scroll around through the double doors, is the view of the pitch that the players get as they're waiting to go out onto the pitch. The atmosphere in this part of the room is immensely intense pre-game as the two teams line up ready to get out there and battle it out. We also have some post-match facilities here, a TV interview room for the interviews afterwards for BT Sport and for ITV, and also this suture room here, which is really important that it's the nearest room to the pitch in case there are any emergency injuries that need dealing with during the course of the game. So the view then straight through out on to the pitch to see how the players see that as they line up ready to go out. Well, this is it. Welcome to the inner sanctum, the home team dressing room here at Ashton Gate Stadium, where the boys from Bristol Rugby prepare before they go out onto the pitch. So just look at the luxury here. The leather. It's absolutely delightful. You can smell it. It's like a brand new car. Each player has their own segment here. You can see the shirts all lined up, ready to go. And in preparation for the big match, Chalky, the kit man, who you can see in the background there, will prepare all of the socks and shorts, and each player will individually have their own kit ready to go for tonight. And of course, the excitement, the secret compartment. If you lift up the seat here, this is where all the valuables go, just in case. So the iPods and the car keys for the Range Rover, I'm sure, for Mr. Hurrell will be under there a little bit later on. So a marvellous, fantastic environment for the players to warm up in and get ready in before they head out onto the pitch. Everything is catered for here to ensure that the players are ready for their big match. This is it, the inner sanctum, the home team dressing room at Ashton Gate Stadium. Well, welcome to the brand new Physio Room here at Ashton Gate. So this is where the players will come to pre-match, maybe for a bit of strapping. They'll maybe have a little bit of massage beforehand. Up on the brand new beds here, I'll just try one for size. Yes, I think that probably suits me. Don't want to get it dirty. Also, you can see in the corner here, it's the ice machine. Ice, of course, very important for maybe some rehab from injury. We've also got what I like to call the cling film, which we wrap players up in. Also, the rehydration kit, you might see these come on during the match, of course, up for a bit of that. And the recharge juice here as well. The run-on bags from our senior medical staff, Rory Murray and Owen Power lined up ready to go. Also post-match, of course, this is where the players might come. If they've sustained a bit of a knock, they might come for a bit of rehab post-match. Up onto the bed once again. You can imagine the players here getting some treatment after the game as well. So I think you'll agree that the medical situation here at Ashton Gate and this facility is absolutely fantastic. The new Physio Room here at Ashton Gate. Well, welcome to the warm-up room here at Ashton Gate, another brand new room for the players to use pre-match, and you can see that the floor surface here is 3G, so they can get involved in some moves before they get out onto the pitch at Ashton Gate. You can also see behind us the life cycle bikes, great for warming up. If you've ever been on a spin class, you'll know just how painful those are. So those ready to get the players warm and ready to go beforehand and getting out onto the pitch before the big match, of course. And there is some talk that in the summer, maybe this grassy area might be used for a bit of barbecue action. Who knows? The warm-up room, brand new at Ashton Gate. So This is the way that the players will come in. This is the first thing that they'll see when they enter the stadium here through the warm welcome to Ashton Gate Stadium for the boys in blue and white hoops of Bristol Rugby. And then they'll make their way through to the tunnel and down to the changing rooms to get ready for the big clash. And this is where every match ends up. The post-match press room. So a little bit later on, Mark Tainton will be sat in this hot seat answering questions from the press. It's also a fantastic atmosphere in here. And look at all the memories on the wall. If you want to scroll around with your 360 VR, you'll be able to see the environment here. Well, that's it. Hope you've really enjoyed the tour. A little behind-the-scenes view of the things that you might not normally see if it wasn't for Bristol Rugby TV.